Hi, it's Alyssa here from Grace and Strength. Today we'll be doing a Grace Flow class with some of the members in our Grace and Strength team. Today we'll be doing a worship flow. What does worship mean? Worship means to have reverence and adoration. So today as we flow on the mat, let's flow in adoration and reverence for our Lord Jesus. We also have Danielle here, who is in her second trimester of her pregnancy. So she'll be doing some modifications and you'll be needing a strap as well. So you can just look at her for the modifications. Let's get started. Okay. We'll be starting off in tabletop position. So bring your shoulders stacked over your hands, index finger pointing forward to keep our shoulders activated. Keep your knees hip distance apart directly underneath your hips. Now extend your right leg behind you first to begin with. Point the toes. Then tuck that right knee in towards your chest. And then extend all the way back. Tuck in again. Inhale, extend back. One more time, tuck in and hold. Bring in and forward, then step through. Bring your feet, maybe wiggle the toes forward slightly, all the way forward, and then rise up, reach your arms overhead, coming into a runner's lunge. Let your hips sink down and forward, feeling that hip stretch on the left side. Nice long breaths. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Slowly lower your left hand down over to the left side. Right hand grabs onto your right ankle. You might take a variation with Danielle and come to a warrior 3. But for the rest of us, let's lift that back leg all the way up for standing splits. Maybe the left leg doesn't go too high up as you're comfortable. And then slowly lower that left foot down next to your right, coming into your forward fold. Slowly rise up, roll your body all the way up to standing into your mountain pose. Sweep your arms overhead on the inhalation. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to your shin and press your chest forward for a halfway lift. And exhale, lower your hands down onto the mat and step your left leg all the way back. Keep a long flat spine, stepping strong onto your right foot. Rise up for crescent lunge. Reach your arms overhead and lower those shoulders down away from your ears. One more breath here. And exhale. Lift that right heel up off the mat. Find your balance. Then slowly reach your arms backwards for arrowhead, palms facing down at the mat. Fold your upper body down. Lower your right heel down back onto the mat. Then slowly sweep your arms forward and lift your back leg up. Coming to standing, bring that left knee all the way up. Very good. And then extend that left leg all the way back again. Coming back into your arrowhead. Reaching your arms back, palms facing down. Reach your arms forward again. Lift that back leg up and towards your chest. Extend all the way back. Very good. Reaching your arms back. And again, one more time. Reach your arms forward. Lift that left knee up towards your chest. And then extend all the way back. Very good. Then from here, I want to circle the left arm all the way back, coming to warrior 2. Dropping the back heel down. Make sure that your right knee is shifting out towards the right side to rotate your thighs outwards. Then flip that right palm over, reverse the warrior. Reaching your hands up towards the sky. Then slowly bring that right elbow down onto the right thigh. Left arm reaches all the way up, or maybe even stretching forward. Extended side angle. Then we're going to take a bind if that feels comfortable, or if you're pregnant, then don't take the bind. Sweep that left arm behind, and maybe right arm reaches underneath your right thigh, and see if you can interlace your fingers. Turn that left shoulder up towards the sky. Then straighten out that front leg for triangle with a bind. And slowly release, bring your hands to the front of the mat. And then plant your hands down next to your right foot. And then extend that right leg all the way back for 3-legged dog. Now lower that right foot down into your downward facing dog. Nice work, paddle your feet and press your chest back towards your thighs. Nice work. Now hinge forward, come into your plank pose. Now we're going to come to yogi, push up high to low, push up hugging the elbows in. If you're pregnant, just meet us straight, a downward facing dog. Up dog or cobra on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breaths, let your heels sink down towards the mat. And slowly lower both knees down onto the mat into your tabletop position. Very good. Hands underneath your shoulders again. Let's move on to the other side now. Left leg extended behind us. And then tuck that left knee into your chest. Extend back on the inhale. And tuck in. Extend back again. And tuck. One last time. Extend. And tuck and hold. Draw that left knee in a little bit more and then step through between the hands. Maybe wiggle your toes forward a little bit more. Runner's lunge, reaching the arms overhead. Sink the hips down and forward. Nice long breaths. And then slowly lower your hands down. Reach your right arm out to the side. Left hand grab onto your left ankle. Lift that back leg up for standing splits. Or if you're pregnant, then warrior 3 or whatever variation you want. Lower that right foot down next to your left. Come into your forward fold. Remember, in our forward fold, we want to shift more of our weight to the balls of our feet so that our hips are stacked over our heels. Slowly roll your body all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms overhead on the inhalation. And exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. Hands on your shin, chest presses forward for a halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands down, right leg steps back. Standing firm onto your left foot, rise up for crescent lunge. Nice and strong in your crescent lunge, reaching your arms up towards the heavens. Palms up towards the sky if you want. Lower down a little bit more. Nice work. Bring that left heel off the mats for a second. And then reaching the arms back for arrowhead. Folding your upper body down slightly. Very good. Relax the shoulders. Lower that left heel down again. Now slowly lift that back leg up and tuck that right knee in. Reaching your arms up and extend back. Arrowhead again. And up again. And back. And one last one. Slowly reach your arms up. Right knee up. And extend all the way back. Very good. Now circle your right arm all the way back for warrior 2. Bringing that left knee out towards the left side, rotating your thighs outwards. Reverse the warrior. And then extended side angle. Then take your bind if that feels good for you. Maybe interlace your fingers. Try to turn that right shoulder up towards the sky. Turn your heart towards the heavens. Straighten out your front leg for triangle with a bind. And then slowly lower your hands down at the top of your mat. And then come onto the balls of your right foot. Extend that left leg all the way back. Nice work. Lower that left foot down. And then paddle your feet again, pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Nice long breaths here. Very good. Now we're going to hinge forward into high plank and then flow through again. Hug the elbows in. If you're pregnant, just meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's flow through one more time. Right leg lifts up. Bend the knee, tuck in, and step through between your hands. Lower the back knee down, coming into a runner's lunge. Let that hip sink down and forward. Feeling that stretch in your left hip flexors. Nice long breaths. Lower your hands down, right hand grab onto your right ankle, left hand reaches out to the left, and slowly lift that back leg up, standing splits, and then step that left foot forward, coming into a forward fold. Roll your body all the way up to standing and sweep your arms overhead on the inhalation. Arms up towards the heavens, palms facing the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on the inhalation, chest draw forward. And exhale, lower your hands down, step your left leg back. Standing strong into your right foot. Rise up for crescent lunge. Lift that right heel up. Lower down into arrowhead. Drop that right heel down, and then slowly reach your arms forward, and then come up to standing, and then back to arrowhead, knee to chest again, and then back. And one more time, and back. Very good. Now circle your left arm all the way back for warrior 2. Reverse the warrior, right arm reaches up towards the heavens. And right elbow down, extended side angle. Take the bind if you want. Very nice, and straighten out your front leg for triangle with the bind. Lift your hearts towards the heavens, left shoulder drawing up towards the sky. And then lower your hands at the top of the mat. And then come into our three-legged dog. Right leg reaches all the way up. Lower the right foot down. And flow through hinge forward high plank. And then meet us at downward facing dog. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, down dog. Press your chest back towards your thighs. And last time on the left side, left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, tuck it in, and step through between your hands. Back knee drops down. Runner's lunge, reaching the arms overhead. Sink the hips down and forward. Nice long breaths. And then slowly lower your hands down, come into either your warrior 3 or your standing splits. Take your variation. Lower that right foot down next to your left and come into forward fold. Slowly roll your body up to standing. Sweep your arms overhead on the inhalation. Reach your palms up towards the heavens. Nice long breath. Let's hold here for 2 breaths. Long exhalations. And on the next exhale, let's fold forward. And then halfway lift on the inhale, chest forward. Exhale, lower your hands down, right leg steps back. Coming into crescent lunge, rise up now. Keeping that left knee stacked over the left heel. Very good. And the left heel comes off the mat. Arms reach back, arrowhead, folding your upper body down. Lower the left heel down. Now slowly sweep your arms forward. Bring that right knee up towards your chest. And then extend all the way back. Arrowhead again. And up again. Whew. And back. Come on, one more time. Last one. Sweeping up. And extend all the way back. Aren't you glad it's almost done? Sweep that right arm all the way back. Warrior 2. And reverse the warrior. Inhale. Arms up towards the heavens. And extended side angle now. Turn your heart up towards the sky. And then take the bind if that feels good. Straighten out your front leg. Feel your hamstring and calf stretching. And lower your hands down to finish off the flow. Extend that left leg all the way back. Nice work. Lower that left foot down. And if you want, if it feels good, you can flow through one last time, hinging forward, high plank. If not, you can stay in downward facing dog. Up to you. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, one step at a time. Step all the way to the top of the mat. Nice and slow. And then sit down onto your mat. And extend your legs out in front of you. Nice work. Now we're going to lift that left leg up and then place it on top of our right, maybe just between your big toe and second toe. Keeping both legs straight. Try to sit up nice and tall. And then if this already feels pretty good for your hamstring and calves, then stay here. If you need a strap, grab a strap or just a towel. If you don't need them, just grab onto your left ankle or foot. Keep your feet flexed. Long flat spine as you slowly fold down. Nice calf and hamstring stretch here. Nice long breath. Remember not to crunch our back here. We want to press our chest forward, keeping a nice long spine. That way you can really stretch into those calves and hamstring muscles. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more deep breaths here. Sink a little bit deeper in your exhalation. And slowly lift that left leg up as you slowly sit up. Coming slightly deeper into the hamstring stretch. Maybe if you can't quite grab onto your foot, just grab onto your ankle. Whatever feels good. Lifting up. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release that left leg. Extend the left leg on the mat. Now lift that right leg up and stack over your left leg. Between that big toe and second toe again. Or wherever is comfortable. Sitting up nice and tall, and then reaching forward, grabbing onto your right ankle or foot again for your forward fold. Remember always to keep a long, flat spine, never crunching your back. Holding there for long breaths. Breathing in and breathing out, sinking deeper and deeper into the stretch. Releasing any tension that you're holding onto. One more breath in. And one more breath out, slowly lifting that right leg up as you slowly sit up. Keeping a long, flat spine, pressing your chest forward as you roll your shoulder blades back. Holding onto your ankle if you can't reach your foot. Or maybe using a strap or a towel if you need. Remember, whatever you do, don't crunch the back. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower that right foot down. Very good. Now, we're going to come into a seated pigeon pose to stretch out our glutes and our hips. But if you're pregnant, maybe just take a bound pose. Okay, left foot on the mat. Hands just like next to your hips, slightly behind you, pressing your chest forward so you have a long, flat spine. Right ankle on your left thigh, just above the knee. And we're going to slowly press that right knee out to the side, keeping a long, flat spine. If you find that you don't feel much of your glutes and you want to come deeper into the stretch, you can move your bottom forward a little bit, closer to your left heels. The closer you bring yourself to your left heel, the more you'll feel the stretch. Keep your right foot flexed as well if you're doing this stretch with us to protect your knees. And take deep breaths. Nice long breath, maybe close your eyes and just breathing into the stretch. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release out of it. Now swapping to the other side. Right foot on the mat and left ankle on your right thigh, just above the knees. And same thing, pressing that left knee out to the left side. Keeping a long, flat spine, chest forward, shoulder blades roll back. And taking nice, long breaths. Maybe close your eyes. Keep that left foot flexed to protect the knees. Are your glutes and your hips holding on to a lot of tension? Try to breathe into this stretch, releasing all the tension that it's holding on to. Relax the facial muscles, your jaws, between your eyebrows. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Slowly release. Not too fast, nice and slow. And release. And then we're going to lie down into our final resting pose. If you're pregnant, you might want to lie on your side. And take whatever variation you want or whatever is comfortable. So coming down to a reclining position. Just let your legs rest. Arms out wherever comfortable. Coming into a final resting pose. And now slowly let your body sink into the mat, taking deep breaths. Try to relax your muscles. Let your feet sink out to the side. Focus on the breathing. If there's anything distracting you, I want you to empty out all the distracting thoughts and just focus on what you're reaping out of today's practice. How did it feel to worship the Lord, our Lord Jesus, on the mat today in our flow with our arms out to the heavens? Spend as long as you need in our final resting pose. Maybe just spending time in meditation and saying a prayer. Whatever you want to say to the Lord. Or ask Him to speak to you on the mat today. Take as long as you need, but when you're ready and you want to finish up the practice, roll onto your side, maybe to your left, or maybe if you prefer the right, that's okay as well. And slowly press back up to seated position. And sitting up nice and tall. Sweep your arms overhead on the inhalation, reaching your arms towards the heavens, palms facing the sky. Maybe close your eyes here for one more deep breath. Inhale. Slowly exhale it out. One more breath in and bring your palms to touch above your head. And as you exhale, draw your hands to heart. Slowly open up your eyes if you haven't already. Thank you for practicing with us on the mat today. We hope you enjoyed the practice.